Good morning students, I welcome you all for the online class of economics. Today I will be continuing with the topic which we have stopped in yesterday's class. I said we will be discussing about the questions what has been discussed in this tabular data. Marginal revenue, marginal cost and producers equilibrium. You can see two data are given, marginal revenue and marginal cost. On the basis of that we will make a study of producers equilibrium. So here data we can see marginal revenue is constant, means price of the goods is constant, that is 12 rupees. Marginal cost differs from time to time. Earlier it was 15 rupees and marginal revenue was 12. Definitely we were not having any normal profit there. Marginal cost was 12 and the marginal revenue was 12. Here it was normal profit. Marginal cost is 10 and the marginal revenue is 12. It means 2 rupees profit we got marginal revenue, okay. Marginal cost was 9 and we got marginal revenue 12. Here 3 rupees. So here we are seeing day one by one rupees is increasing in the price in the profit of the company. So here the tabular data is explaining that only. Now let us proceed with the situations what it is explaining. When output equals to 2 and MR and MC is falling, okay. In that situation, what is when output equals to 2 units, it is given now where the 12 is the MR and MC is also was given in the tables 12. So what we are seeing, sum of total revenue equals to sum of marginal revenue. We know the formula, we have learnt in the classes, in the earlier classes also, term 1. So let us proceed with that formula and we will see what we are seeing. Total revenue equals to sum of MR, marginal revenue. So 12 plus 12 equals to how much is giving 24. Total variable cost equals to sum of marginal cost. That will show 15 plus 12 equals to 27. Okay. So let these formulas only we will use what we have learned in the past classes. Now again you make the notes and you learn the formulas what we have learned. These are the small formulas which can help us to learn the economy of producers equilibrium. Okay. Profit formula we have learned total revenue minus total cost. When we have taken total revenue equals to sum of MR up to second unit, that was 12 plus 12. First unit 12 MR was there, second unit MR was 12. 12 plus 12 how much? 24 is there. Now total variable cost equals to sum of marginal cost. When we see marginal cost sum of, here what we see, what is the marginal cost in the first, it was 12. 15 and then second case it was 12. 15 plus 12 27. We will formula of profit revenue or the formula of profit I already explained to you. It equals to total revenue minus total cost. When we see that formula, student, total revenue minus total variable cost, what is the total revenue generated? 24. And what is the total variable cost generated? 27. What we are seeing, we are getting a loss. In the second unit case we are getting a loss. When output equals to 10, 10th unit means 10 output was there. That situation if we will read MR and MC, same formula we will apply. TR equals to sum of MR. What the total MR at till the 10th unit was 12. Okay, total marginal revenue was constant not till 10 units. So 12 times 10 we will add up. 10 times 12 we will add up. We will get 120. That is sum of MR. How much we got? That is 120. Total revenue equals to how much? 120. Total cost will be added up till the 10th unit and we are getting the total has 50. You can see that this table, okay, 15 plus 12 plus 10 plus 9 plus 8 plus 7. Total variable cost we will get, which is equals to total cost. Okay, so total cost we are, how much we getting there, that is total variable cost equals to 100. Now we will see 10th unit output, profit gain equals to total revenue minus total variable cost. 120 minus 100, how much profit we are gaining? 20 units of profit we are gaining. We find that the difference between total revenue and total variable cost tends to rise as output is increased from 2 to 10. In fact, it is only when output equals to 10 that the profit is maximum. If output is increased beyond 10 units, profit will reduce. Thus, if 11 units of output are produced, sum of MR equals to 132, while sum of MC marginal cost equals to 150. So that pi equals to total revenue minus total variable cost equals to 132 minus 150. That is 70, which is less than 20 when output equals to 10. It is only when a marginal revenue equals to marginal cost, when marginal cost is rising, that a producer will reach the point of equilibrium when profit is maximized. Diagrammatic illustration, when we see students to get the solution of this problem, marginal revenue and marginal cost approach, we will see like this. What figure we are seeing there? First, the output was O to P, price was P, constant price is going. The output quantity was L1, but at the same constant price 12, what we are getting, output is increasing. It increased to L3, quantity increased. What the thing is saying? In figure number 1, average revenue is assumed to be constant as under perfect competition. Under perfect competition, where there are different sellers of the same type of goods, definitely prices must be constant. So average revenue is constant in that situation. Like for example, the hair oils, the shampoos, we are seeing most probably the prices are constant. Constant average revenue implies constant marginal revenue. Thus both average revenue and marginal revenue are indicated by horizontal straight line parallel to x-axis. Marginal cost curve is shown to be U-up shaped as usual. MP is equals to marginal cost in two situations. That is at point number Q1 when output equals to OL1, and at point number Q2 quantity 2 when output equals to OL2. O is the beginning line point. From there to L2, which I have shown in the figure. In situation 1, MC is falling, but in situation number 2, MC is rising. Equilibrium of the producer will be struck at point number Q2, that is the quantity number 2, when MR equals to marginal cost and MC is rising. It is at point number quantity number 2 that the profit equals to total revenue minus total variable cost is maximized, not at point number Q1. In fact, Q2 is a situation of profit while Q1 is a situation of loss. Why? Because at the same constant price, the quantity was not sold more. There was a loss. But at the point same price, when the quantity is demanded more, definitely that is a profit situation. That is L2. This is how we can prove it. We know TR equals to area under MR corresponding to a given level of output. This is equal to OL1 and Q1 and P is situation number 1. Students, what we have calculated this, if you have known this, definitely we can come to know in which output line, when the output is increasing, whether we are gaining profit or loss. That you can easily take out. Total revenue formula is sum of marginal revenue, whereas total variable cost formula is sum of marginal cost, which is given in the question. So after calculating this, we can easily find out the profit pi. So that case we can find out the profit at each and every unit. This diagrammatic is exceptional. What happens when a unit, more or a less unit is produced than OL2 units of output? Answer is that in both the situation pi will be less compared to the situation when OL2 units of output are produced. Figure number 2 and 3 illustrate these situations. In case OL3 units of outputs are produced as in figure number 2. Addition to total revenue equals to area L2, L3, TQ2. Addition to total variable cost equals to area. That is, the area means this diagram what it is showing, the area. You can see this area how it is explained. This is the area of OP, Q1 and L1. This is the whole area of OP, Q2 and L3. That only has been explained, students, here. By the diagrammatic way. So here we will not be learning more diagrams. Here some of the questions are there which we can discuss now. Why should MC be rising at the point of equilibrium? Definitely when output is increasing, marginal cost will be increasing. Equilibrium is never stuck in a situation of falling MC. Why? These both the questions answer are as follows. Falling marginal cost means that the cost of producing an additional unit of output tends to reduce. In a situation when price is constant as under perfect competition, This would mean a situation when the difference between firm's total revenue and total variable cost, note that total variable cost equals to sum of marginal cost, tends to increase. This means a situation when firm's gross profit tends to rise. Why should a firm not increase output when its gross profits are rising? Certainly it will. Therefore, it is only when marginal cost is rising that the firms will find its equilibrium output. What happens if the firm increases its output even when marginal revenue equals to marginal cost? In a situation where marginal revenue equals to marginal cost, any increase in output would mean marginal cost greater than marginal revenue. This is because marginal revenue is assumed as constant as under perfect competition, and at the point of equilibrium, marginal cost is rising. It would be a situation, student, when the difference between total revenue and total variable cost tends to reduce, or that the firm's gross profit will be reducing, and it can create a situation of loss. So with this question, students, I will stop my class today. This is one of the question where you are getting price per unit, which is constant. You can say it is marginal revenue, and total cost is given. Okay. By this, you can have to calculate, find out the level of output at which the producer is in equilibrium. Definitely, producer is in equilibrium where they are getting the higher profit. Okay, and you have to give the reason. So, using marginal revenue and marginal cost approach that we have learnt in the last question, please try to solve this question. It is the output also given. If any doubt, you can ask to me. Students, I will be having some of the live classes also for you people. In that, I will be putting the PDFs and I will be discussing with you the topics. So for that, Monday onwards, it can be before taking live classes, I will be putting the messages in the WhatsApp group that it will be whether a live class or a video class. Students, if there is a live classes, all have to be present in that, because attendance will be taken through that only. Those students who will not be attending the live class, their attendance will be absent. So, it is better to attend the live classes and be participant of the particular class. Thank you for today's class. Have a nice day.